Hello, this is Arthur Kronos. You may have seen my profile on LinkedIn. It looks kind of like this. Might change over time, but this is how it looks today. Frequently on that profile we have sometimes a special offer which may be featured here, and one of the work experience talks about how to get high return on investment with search engine optimization. I'm going to talk a little bit about search engine optimization. People ask me the difference between a personal brand and their business brand, and sometimes they ask, how does it work? I'm just going to give you a very quick overview. Okay, I'm going to open up a new screen here, and your personal brand, you would start with your name, Arthur Kronos. There's mine, and what you want is you want to be all over this thing. For example, there's a site that I created with my name. There's Twitter, an article that someone wrote about me, LinkedIn, Facebook, another site of which I'm a member, Google Plus, something from that, and then Amazon. I have a couple of books on Amazon, so they mention it. On page 2, more from Amazon, something from our main website, Voltos.com. Here is, looks like a little video, another video. Here's my personal weblog, blogger.com, got over 400 micro stories. Here's something, this is a newsletter that we issue, and so I mentioned there, books on iBooks in the iTunes thing, a third-party site, another third-party site, and another third-party site. Over here on page 3, Barnes & Noble mentions an article I posted on self-growth. Amazon comes up again, an article on which I posted a website on which I posted an article, an old website, a new press release, a couple of patents mentioned here, some post online, and a third party. I don't know who those people are. Let's see here, page 4. White pages, something about a corporation, a meetup class that I was leading for a time, Wikipedia mentioned in passing. Let's see here, something about the activity of arthurkronos.com, an announcement, that's a press release for a new book, another website, another comment about patents and trademarks, a Chamber of Commerce post. It goes on. It goes on for several more pages. I think we're up to 5 or 6. I don't know exactly where it finally begins to dwindle. But anyway, that's personal brand. Personal brand. And there are things you can do as you post and have activity online, as you generate things for your client, useful content and such as that. Now, when it comes to branding of what you do, okay, it's good to show up in Google for certain searches. So, for example, best, let's go reputation, marketing expert in Medford, Oregon, which is where I live. Okay, so here's a page. There's that same video, a press release, LinkedIn profile. Again, it's just every single item on that page. Goes over to page 2, and then it begins to dwindle out and other things begin to show up. Now, that's all very good, but let's talk about companies. Here's one we did for a small answering service in Southern California. Let's look 2 ways. First, we'll look best answering service in Glendale, okay? Because this is one way people look. They'll look for best, or they'll look for reviews. And let's see what we've done. Okay, now this first one here is a feeder site we created. Here's a video we created. Here is their Google Plus notice, which came up, which we set up. Here is, that's a post from my Google Plus. Here is this is a press release about them. And here is the press release was picked up in syndication, and then you got third-party sites. So what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, not going to count my own, 4, 5. They're here 5 times on the first page of Google. Now let's look at a little different. Sometimes when people are searching, they just search for answering service. Now when Google sees something that says roofer city, they know a person wants to see more than one. That's when they pull up the maps. Now this might be different in future, but that's what they're doing these days. So sure enough, we made sure to put this customer on the maps, so they appear over here on the map, position number 1, and then here's the link to them, position number 1. Before that, in the organic listings, there are no paid listings here. Hadn't done any of that. Is a video that we made for them. So they're there for three times, and then here's that feeder site we made for them 4 times. So they're here 4 times. Oh, something from my, if you searched, you would not see this one. It knows it's me, so it's showing it to me. Not counting that, they're there 4 times on the first page of Google for anyone looking for an answering service in Glendale, California. This gives you a very, very short overview of how search engine optimization can be used. Now, when people are searching, they are considered to be some of the very best prospects because they've already decided they want one of those or they're interested in one of those. Now, there is a difference in the type of keywords that they put in. When a person is in a buying mood, that's when they might say best. Or if they're if they're in a buying mood, they might say something something prices, something something reviews, because they're in a buying mood. If they're just researching, then they might just say, restaurants. Like, let's say someone was thinking about starting a restaurant and they wanted to know about how to hire personnel. They might put restaurant personnel. That is not a buying keyword. So you're showing up for your restaurant, if that's what you have, would not be of particular benefit. But if they're looking for best restaurant, best barbecue restaurant, best hamburger, that's when it's a good time to show up. And one of the good things is that often when you set it up for best answering service Glendale, California, you will also begin to show up then for answering service Glendale, California, answering service Glendale, and so forth. This is just a short overview of the sorts of things that search engine optimization can do for your website. Some of the things that make it happen are done on your website, and some of the things that make it happen are completely separate from your website. They're happening out there on the internet to let Google know that your website or a page on your website is really, really important.